values have you aligned in your life to make your career?
But you never give up. What you do in those times is you go to your safety network, which is your friends and families, your mentors, your leaders.
Right.
And it's important to build those safety networks for yourself.
Arun Karna participated as Managing Director and CEO at a discussion hosted by CGI in Bangalore titled
Arun Karna is one exemplary of it. Not just another season, but a breakthrough season. Welcome to Odyssey of Entrepreneurs Season 3, Episode 1. This is not just another season, it's a breakthrough season with the opening chapter with stalwarts of the country on the business world, and we are coming with none other than Mr. Arun Karna. Mr. Karna has been at the helm of shaping AT&T in India and across international markets through constant digital transformation and innovation in the networking space. AT&T is the global telecom leader, and also it is one of the most prominent names in the global business connectivity space. Welcome to the show, Arun.
Thank
we are
you,
very,
Shruti.
very delighted to have you here with us.
It's my honor and pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me.
People really, want to live this kind of a designation which you're living as a legend. And for me, you are a hero without a cape.
Wow.
Well, the world may say something, but I just want to express that, this honor which you are taking with your designation, the world wants to live it. So here we go with the first question, which is, in your professional journey as a CEO and MD of AT&T Global Network Services India, what were the pivotal moments which can earmark your journey?
Sure, I'll probably give a long-winded answer to this, but first of all, thank you for having me on your platform, Suruchi. It's an honor and pleasure for me, and thank you for the warm introduction. My professional journey began way back in 1989 when I was selected in a campus interview by HCL at my engineering college in Pune. So at that point in time, home was Mumbai.
Okay.
So I relocated from Mumbai to Delhi, actually Noida.
Okay.
Came to Noida with a suitcase full of clothes and some dreams.
Wow. That is so aspiring, Arun.
And I've been here ever since. I mean, generally in the Delhi NCR area. And at that point, HCL was a computer hardware company.
Right.
It was the early days of computerization in India. Then it was in 1992 that I switched over to telecoms when I joined a company called India Telecom Limited. And at that point in time, we were supplying wireless communication equipment to paramilitary forces and state police organizations.
Okay, wow.
Then I worked for an Italian joint venture called Modi Olivetti Limited. Those were the years when the computerization in India was really at an upsurge. So I sort of joined that bandwagon.
Wow, that's nice.
I switched to telecom services in 1996 when I joined BT in India.
Okay.
In fact, I was one of the founder employees for BT in India, tasked with setting up their enterprise business in India. I joined AT&T in the year 2000, and I've been here ever
25
since.
25 years.
Yeah, a little more than 25 years.
Of
And
course.
the journey has been both challenging and rewarding. During my early years of the career, I had exposure to a lot of technology, lots of hands-on experiences on technology throughout my career.
Right.
And that gave me a very solid foundation for sort of understanding the evolving technological landscape.
Right.
A pivotal moment came through when telecom deregulation happened big time in India during the period 2006-2007.
Right.
So at that point in time, foreign telco companies were allowed an entry into India, and AT&T was actually the first foreign telecom company to acquire its own licenses in India and operationalize on those licenses.
Wow.
And that gave me a chance to be part of a core group which actually set up the foundational business structures and processes to set up the AT&T enterprise business in India.
Wow. That's amazing.
Another pivotal moment came through in 2019 when I took over the leadership of the entire enterprise business in India for AT&T, because that gave me a chance to carry the proud legacy forward. So that's been my journey so far.
That's incredible journey, I must say. And it's not something easy to lead something like this. And right from being a startup engineer to creating legacies, you are a true hero.
I've been lucky. I've had great teams. I've had great mentors, great leaders in AT&T, and all along actually in my career. So I've been lucky in that manner.
Yeah. Do you feel that Providence does plays a role?
I think it's 99% attitude and hard work. And yes, there is 1% of the luck element. You need to be at the right place at the right time. You need to be noticed by the right set of people who
Right.
would back you up and encourage
Right.
you. Definitely, yes.
Fantastic. So yes, positivity does plays a very pivotal role. Yet, to be a leader, you need to have hard work, determination, perseverance, and a lot more. And you are a setting example of all that.
Thank you.
Values and principles are the backbone and the spine of somebody's making a career or somebody's breaking the career. Well, my next question to you, Arun, is that what values have you aligned in your life?
That's a great question, Suruchi. And all through my professional career, I
Right.
have stuck to the principles of integrity, inclusivity, and innovation. I believe, being extremely transparent with my team builds trust,
Right.
and trust begets speed because there's a speed of trust.
Right, absolutely.
Innovation is necessary because that brings us progress.
Yes.
Inclusivity extremely important because you need to get diverse perspectives. Everyone needs to feel valued. Everyone needs to contribute with their thoughts and ideas, and that is necessary because that leads to better problem solving and better outcomes for everyone.
And inclusion also brings teamwork, it brings strength,
Exactly, it
isn't
brings
it?
cohesion.
Yeah, it
So
brings cohesion,
exactly.
absolutely. I agree with you more. It's an excellent principle, a guiding principle for all the aspiring entrepreneurs out there. Well, inclusion, integrity, and innovation are the three spine holders for MD and CEO, AD&T Global Network Services India, Mr. Arun Karna. And I don't think you guys need more inspiration than this to be having your careers breakthrough. So, Arun, I want to ask you, what was your most challenging phase in your career and how did you overcome it?
Well, the most challenging phase of my career was definitely leading the team through the COVID period. And all of us went through our own personal moments of crisis. All our
Yes.
team members saw
Yes.
some moments of crisis, their family members, they
Right.
themselves. We
Right.
experienced a lot of crisis, both professionally and personally,
Right.
during those times. So that definitely was a very, very tough phase. And how we fought it off was coming together as a team.
Yeah.
And we built a core team for centralized emergency response, and that became the focal point of our relief and support efforts.
Wow.
And what that did was we came out of it very strong, very cohesive, very, very tight as a team at all levels. So I think, in a sense, we came out of it much better than we went into it.
Wow.
So
So yes, does challenges does makes us all very strong in our lives. And I you talked about a centralized emergency services which you did in COVID. What's that? I want to know a little more about
So
it.
basically, at that point in time, whenever we knew that any of our employees or their families or the near and dear ones were in a state of crisis, we helped them find hospital beds, get
Okay.
medicines to their
Right.
doorsteps,
Right.
made sure they had all the other amenities that were needed at that point in time,
Right.
including food, medicines.
Wow.
You had those oxygen concentrators, so on and so
Yes.
forth. And
Yes.
more than anything else, to let them know that we were there in support and we were there standing by them, so they were not alone in that sense. Because in that lockdown period, the sense of isolation and loneliness was all pervasive.
Yes. A lot of mental health gone for a toss for
Right,
many people in India and
right,
across the globe, I'm sure.
right,
So
absolutely.
yeah, this is such a support, and well, organizations do not work just only on the basis of business, they work on the basis of empathy. And Arun Karna is one exemplary of it. Giving up. People give up in their lives, in their careers, when they feel that the crises are hitting them. People go to the lowest depression in their lives, and that happens with all of us. Well, I want to know from you, Arun, that did you ever felt like giving up in your career? And if yes, how did you navigate through it to come so far?
First of all, you never give up. Okay, there would be failures, and there have been failures. There have been setbacks.
Right.
You know, you are. There are moments when you have questioned your own capabilities and abilities. You've
Right.
been hit big time by an imposter syndrome,
Right.
and those moments do come in your career, in your personal life, but you never give up. And what you do in those times is you go to your safety network, which is your friends and families,
Yeah.
your mentors, your leaders,
Right.
and it's important to build those safety networks for yourself. At AT&T, I've always been lucky to have very understanding leaders, very empathetic leaders who I've had the ability to go to and confer with, seek advice and guidance from, and that's what's kept us going. You know, we fight back, we rise again,
You
and we
rise again.
continue on. We never lose determination. We surely never give up.
Wow, excellent. This is such a pearl of wisdom you've given us. And well, giving up is not an idea anyhow. You can talk, you can communicate, you can get your problem solved from people around you who are there to help you. But do not give up, right? Right,
No,
Arun?
never.
Never. AT&T is leading global telecom operator, and with the advent of technology, which is absolutely going every second a change, the kind of innovation which is happening across the globe. I want to ask you, Arun, that with the technologies like AI, 5G, and IoT, how are you going your pace with these technologies in your company?
Uh, As you know, AT&T is a leading global telecom operator. We are based out of Dallas, Texas, in the
Yes.
US. And in a sense, we are leading the charge on these emerging technologies.
Right.
So we don't treat 5G, IoT, and AI as mere technologies. We treat them as transformative platforms which will define the future of connectivity business in a sense. So AT&T is investing billions of dollars continually in expanding the reach of our 5G network and making sure that it is technologically the most advanced network that is available.
Right.
It offers extremely high speed and low latency services to our customers
Right.
and supports everything from smart cities to autonomous vehicles.
Right.
Your enterprise data is reliant on high speed, reliable, and secure networks to be able to communicate globally. And we are making sure that we are upgrading our customers to fiber connectivity, which
Yes.
leads to extreme high performance, very secure connections, and it is very, very cost effective.
Absolutely.
And in this space, I have to tell you that the convergence of 5G and fiber that AT&T has pioneered in the US is completely a game changer in the connectivity space.
Yes. I read about it.
Right, thank
I
you.
read about it.
That's great. And coming to IoT, we have built extremely robust, scalable platforms which our customers are using to connect millions and millions of IoT devices and be able to monitor and manage them on a 24/7 basis.
Right.
And we continue to add connected devices on our network at a rapid pace.
Right.
Also, I would say that in these times, with so many technology options being available, so many
Right.
applications being available,
Right.
so many different business models evolving, it's not about one size fits all solutions. So, our solutions, our networking solutions, connectivity solutions are adaptable, they are scalable as per the needs of the customer.
Right.
In the AI space, we continually investing in that space, and we are embedding AI big time in our own operations. So whether it is network optimization, traffic
Cloud.
rerouting,
Cloud
cloud connect
connections.
services,
Yeah.
and also enhancing customer services. You will find that AI is all pervasive. So basically, it is harnessing the power of all these emerging technologies to improve connectivity and therefore outcomes for the whole planet.
Excellent. Wow. So that is a very holistic, innovative approach which has been taken by AT&T Global Network Services India, and of course across the globe they are taking. And what I believe is that they are one of the most prominent leaders across the globe for connectivity and networking. Am I right?
You're right, absolutely.
Let's go on further. And well, this is a very thrilling session. I want to know more. It's really very interesting. More than a podcast, I'm liking this conversation, you
Sure,
know.
sure.
So let's go on further. Effective leadership. Well, my next question to you is that, Arun, that is, how do you define effective leadership in a telecommunication giant like AT&T?
Right, so effective leadership at AT&T is all about envisioning the future while navigating a complex present.
Right.
For that, leaders have to be adaptive, communicative, and empathetic to the needs of both customers as well as employees.
Right.
They need to be able to foster a culture of innovation and inclusivity. That's what gets us moving forward. But I would also go on to say that in these times of rapid technological change,
Right.
where we are transitioning from Industry 4.0 to Industry 5.0, there are a few leadership traits that are front and center. So the first one is, I would say, human-centric visioning, where the leader puts the human being at the center of the discussion. So
Okay.
it's not about how can I make AI and automation do this faster, cheaper, better. It's how do I make sure that human being in collaboration with AI and automation do a better job of this for better outcomes for everyone.
Right.
And that's the kind of messaging that builds trust, and it makes sure that technology is not dehumanizing. So that's number one.
That's an excellent narrative.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The second I would say is empathic decision making and communication. So in these disruptive times, you need leaders who have the humility first to listen
Yes.
and then communicate in an empathic manner. You have to be able to translate large, complex technological changes in a human language, which reassures and drives away the fear of technology in a sense. And I would say that while empathy is a soft skill, but in itself it is very hard, because if you don't get it right, you will lose your most valuable asset, which is your people.
Wow.
So,
What a perspective, Arun. Wow.
no, thank you for that.
This
and
is amazing.
I would say that for that to happen, you have to, of course, be an effective leader, but more than that, you have to be an effective leader. Effective meaning someone who's connected to the emotions and aspirations of her team. So that's point number two. Point number three is one has to be a leader that sparks off creative collaboration. And what do I mean by that? So, yes, human to human collaboration was always the need of the hour, and
Right.
the more the better.
Yeah.
But in this time and age, what you also need to spark off is a human machine collaboration. And what do I mean by that?
Yeah.
So you have to make sure that your team is excited about experimenting with technology, playing with technology,
Right.
making sure that there's no fear of technology. In fact,
Right.
you would encourage your team to imbibe things like AI and data analytics and maybe even robotics, given
Right.
the kind of job you are in,
Yes. Yes.
to become part of your daily workflow.
Right.
And that is very much required in these times, because it's only when human and machine collaborate will be able to unleash our true potential.
That's
But
right.
then there has to be a feeling that AI and automation are not competitors. They are nothing to be feared, but they are to be treated as collaborators and co-creators. And it's the leader who has to create that environment.
Right.
Fourthly, I would say a lot of focus on resilience and ethics. So leaders have in these times, especially leaders in these are uncertain times, as we all know. Leaders have to be able to build organizations which are not only efficient and effective, but they are all resilient as well.
Yes.
There has to be ability to absorb shocks,
Right.
bounce back from those
Right.
shocks, and
Right.
even learn and grow from those setbacks, if I may say.
Absolutely.
But ethics is very, very important in these times. So efficiency and effectiveness cannot come at the cost of trust and sustainability.
Right.
So as much as the leader is sort of the guardian of profits and growth,
Right.
they have to be equally the guardians of ethics.
Absolutely.
And lastly, I would say that leaders have to build adaptive intelligence. And what do I
Right.
mean by that? So as we know, the pace of change of technology is mind-boggling. So first of all, there has to be the humility in the leader herself or himself,
Himself. Yeah.
that they don't know everything.
Yeah.
And with that has to come the appetite and the hunger to learn more and grow from that.
Right.
So there has to be this continuous cycle of learning, unlearning, relearning, reskilling, upskilling, and that has to be a continuous cycle.
Continuous
So
cycle.
upskilling, reskilling cannot be a one-time event.
Of course,
it has
yes.
to be a continuous
Yes.
cycle.
I agree with you.
And this is what I would call adaptive intelligence, where if a leader is able to build an adaptive organization, that would be a resilient organization, and that would be the mantra for success.
Wow. And well, with this, I would like to sum up what Arun just said, and I would like to give a gist of this entire conversation is that number one, for all those viewers who always thought of 5G and AI to be a threat to human beings' existence is not the case. Organizations are not working for having human existence to be depreciated, but they are elevating humans in a way that they are bringing humans and AI together to give you something which is more convenient, which is more comfortable on your plates. So, all those viewers who were having this question on their mind, and I'm sure many of you had this has been given beautifully by Arun.
Thank you.
Being uncertain is something which is happening to every one of us in our lives. Uncertainty is a part and parcel of every business. So my next question is that how do you cope with uncertainty and how do you take decisions when you are uncertain?
Sure. So in these uncertain times, I would rely on data-driven insights combined with instinct. You need a combination of those.
Absolutely.
And how I go about is I try and get as many diverse opinions and perspectives as possible
Right.
from my team, from the various stakeholders,
Right.
from my peers,
Right.
from my mentors.
Right.
Also important to consult your leaders because they have been there, done that, so their perspective counts. So you take all that feedback, you put it all in perspective. There's a lot of data-driven insights that are available to you
Yeah.
as a manager.
Right.
But you take all of that, but then you have to apply your own instinct to that
instinct,
because
yes.
ultimately it comes down to you.
Yes.
But I would say, having all of the data available to you, that's possible, of course.
Yeah,
There's
that's
a
right.
practical side to it as
Yes,
well, and
yes.
diverse opinions.
Yes.
And then taking an informed decision
Right.
to a large extent mitigate risks, and you could be sure that you will be right almost all of the time.
All of the
So
time.
that's what I would say.
Yeah, that's absolutely right, and I agree totally with you. But with data, you need to have that instinct, which is a part of a leader, like a leader instinct, which happens with, which is there only with people like you, Arun. I don't think everybody has those instincts
So
with
I think
them.
you learn with time. It's partly science, partly art, but this is what experience brings you, I guess.
So I wanted to ask you, Arun, that what are the upcoming technologies which will be completely changing the trajectory of AT&T in the coming decade?
Okay, so I've been speaking for the telecom industry per se.
Right.
What we see is AI, machine learning, and the enhanced connectivity through a combination of 6G and fiber will be the change agents
Right.
for the industry looking
Okay.
forward.
Right.
Edge computing is already playing a major role
Right.
by concentrating compute, analytics, and storage right at the edge of the network where the action is. It's already enabling a lot of use cases which earlier were not seemingly possible.
Okay.
Now, going forward, quantum computing, which is not mainstream as yet, and
Yes.
mainstream quantum computing is some ways away.
Okay.
But when it becomes mainstream, it will lead to ultra secure communication networks simply
Okay.
because the quantum encryption techniques that would be deployed would be very, very strong.
Wow.
It will also have a significant impact
Okay.
on things like network optimization, network management, spectrum management.
Okay.
Those will get a big boost because of quantum computing, and that will bring about a very large influence on the performance of communication networks.
Wow, this is incredible and a lot of insight, I'm sure, for all the people who are viewing the show and us, all the people who would like to know what exactly is going to be coming in the technology space with the telecom industry with respect to. Then, what I could gather is that quantum computing is something which is upcoming, number one. Number two is 6G, which is going to be there in the next decade, which you all will be witnessing as a change, right? So yes,
And it's really the combination.
it is a combination of 6G
AI,
and
ML,
AI.
6G,
Of course,
fiber. It's the
AI is
combination.
definitely not going anywhere for the
Absolutely.
next decades to come. That's for sure. Followed by quantum computing and 6G.
When it becomes mainstream, quantum computing would be
When
a
they
major
become,
force.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah, yeah. Great insight and great knowledge. Let's go ahead with the next question. So we are going to be getting into a little personal space of Arun, and we would love to know now. That is, how do you maintain your work-life balance in such a demanding role? I mean,
You do that by prioritizing your time, and you make sure that you set boundaries. You set aside time
uh-huh.
for things that matter, friends, families, your support network. All of them matter,
Right,
and there's a place for everyone,
right,
and you have to make time for
right,
every one of those. I spend time to myself. I give time to myself. Try and do things that interest me and recharge me,
right.
and that's the only way to go. And I think you'll have to learn to take stress in your stride. I mean, there will be stress in life.
That's
If
true.
you are working towards something, if you have ambitions, if you want to get ahead and be successful, there will always be stress. After you have to sort of turn it into a positive emotion in a sense, something which drives you and fuels you rather than something that takes away from you. And I think that's the way to take it.
Yeah, I think stress has its own, I mean, it has its own positives if we see, because only then we achieve what we want to achieve in life. But do you also do, like I have known people now in the space that they, switch off their phones after 6:30 or 7:30. They don't want to see their phones or something like that. Is there some discipline which you are adopting?
Our business is 24 by 7. We
Okay.
run 24 by 7 networks for
Right,
our customers who are running 24 by 7.
right.
Switching the phone except when you're on a flight may not be
It's not a
advisable.
choice for you.
But I think it's not every day or every night that someone would call you. They would call you only in the case of emergencies.
Okay.
And when that emergency comes, you need to be available. But like I said, those events are rare,
Rare.
and therefore you can keep your phone on at
Yeah.
night.
Okay. So what I feel is that your phone is definitely on for
Except
all
when I'm on
the
flights.
work calls, of course, which
Yeah,
is like you
except
have
when
to be
I'm
there.
on flights
Except when you're on
or on
flights.
places where it is mandatory.
That is so
There are
demanding.
occasions, there are places where it is mandatory to
Yeah, I
switch off your phone,
understand.
and you respect those rules.
Yeah, I understand. Absolutely. That's what makes you who you are. Yeah, I mean, that's the kind of a commitment a leader can give to his organization. And you are an epitome of a leader, which we all
thank you,
look
very
forward.
kind.
Arun has been an epitome of a leadership which one aspires for. The nation wants to be having such leaders with them. India is really, really proud of you, Arun. Well, I am very proud of you. I'm sure India must be proud of you
That's very
because
kind of you.
you are leading the company, the telecom company, which is connecting every one of us. And that plays a very, very significant role in everyone's life, I'm sure. And you are not touching one, you are touching millions of lives here. So, first, there is a gratitude, and
you.
second, there is a last question which I have for
Sure,
you,
sure.
and that is that how do you want to be remembered as a leader when you step down?
Oh my God, okay. Someone who made a difference, hopefully. Someone who prioritized people and innovation. Someone who tried to foster a culture of inclusivity
Right.
and empathy, and doing that while hoping to lead transformation is probably how I would like to be remembered.
Yes. Wow. I think you being a pivotal business leader, your empathy part has been playing a very prominent role in your life. Am I right?
That is so much the need of the hour, I
Right.
would say. I think this is the way to build trust
Right.
and also drive commitment.
Right.
And this is what connects people to the overall mission as well,
Absolutely.
willingly. So,
Absolutely.
absolutely necessary.
Absolutely. Now we are coming with the most fun loving and the volley of question round, which is going to be making us know a little more about Arun. And well, I am very excited to know more about you
I'm
from
nervous.
this, which is your rapid fire round. So let's start with some questions which will help us to know more about you. So let's start. That is the first favorite month,
October,
favorite season,
winter,
favorite animal.
dog,
Dog? Wow. Favorite color?
blue,
Blue. Nice. Favorite food?
Thai,
Okay. And what's the most favorite word which you use, I mean, generally when you talk? Your favorite word?
that's a phrase. I keep using the phrase, so to speak.
So to speak. Okay. And who's your favorite actor?
I'm not too much into movies, but I would say Pierce Brosnan would come close.
Okay. Wow. Now the next one is where did you grow up?
I grew up, my early childhood years were in Ajmer, Rajasthan,
Okay.
and my teen years and growing years, youth, was in Mumbai.
Mumbai. Okay. Great. So the larger part is in Mumbai?
Larger part would be in Mumbai.
Mumbai.
Yeah.
Okay. Next is that whom do you text the most?
My team,
Okay. Which is your favorite dessert?
Faluda Kulfi.
Okay.
Oh, Kulfi
Kulfi
Faluda.
Faluda. Kulfi Faluda. Right. Okay. Very nice. Which store do you visit most for shopping?
Actually, most of my shopping for myself is not done by me. I've sort of outsourced it, but
Okay.
I think I'll go to Louis Philippe a lot.
Louis Philippe.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Then what type of music do you like to hear? What's your favorite type of music? Like old melodies or the latest new
I
numbers,
think,
ghazals?
80s pop.
80s pop. Wow. And may I know who was your star which you used to follow?
There are quite a few, but Madonna was definitely one of them.
Okay.
Phil Collins was
Phil
another.
Collins. Amazing again. Yeah. Even I loved him. Amazing. And who's your best friend?
My best friend is my son.
Your son.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Absolutely.
Okay. And describe your style in one word.
I don't think of myself as a stylish person, but I think natural would come.
Natural. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What is your favorite type of stationery which you like in like stationery? Like, for example, pencils, erasers, scales.
We use stationery.
Do
these
you?
days. Very little, I guess.
I don't know.
But I think my son uses a lot of
Okay.
stationery, and I
So-
would say Faber Castell
Favorite castles.
the-
Yeah, that's one. Okay, and the next is where did you go on your last vacation?
Oh, okay, to think back a long way.
Don't you say? I mean, of course you must be going for vacations.
We do. I think the last real vacation that we had was Australia. Went to Sydney
Australia.
and Melbourne.
Oh wow, that's beautiful places to visit, and the country to visit. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely beautiful.
So yeah, so wow, so that comes to the end of rapid fire round. It was very interesting to know more about you, Arun. So yeah, with this we come to the end of episode 1, Odyssey of Entrepreneurs, season 3, with the stalwart of the country and the company which is touching millions of people across India and globe. So with this we come to the end of the show, and what a beautiful narrative, what a excellent pearl of wisdom by Mr. Arun Karna, MD and CEO, AT&T Global Network Services India Private Limited, and SCVP India, ASEAN, Africa, and Middle East. So, well, we are in awe of your journey. We are in awe of the inspiration you have given to Odyssey of Entrepreneurs, to the viewers who are going to be watching this show. What is your message for the aspiring entrepreneurs of India, and also for the students who will be watching this show, Arun?
My message to the future of India is keep believing, keep learning, and keep going. Never, never, ever give up.
Right.
You are the future of the country. We are looking up to you to take this country forward. And people like me are here to support you in any manner that you deem fit. I wouldn't claim that I'm qualified to advise you, but should you need to reach out, I'm always available. Thank you.
And with this, we have a lot more to come on your screen. So stay tuned, everybody. Odyssey of Entrepreneurs, Season 3, Episode 1. Keep watching this space. Subscribe us, follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook, and LinkedIn. And do not forget to keep us on your screens. Bye-bye. So Arun, Lumen Mentors is an event management company which is a startup and has joined hands with Odyssey of Entrepreneurs Season 3 CEO edition, and the entire event has been managed by them, and they have done it like very strongly, shoulder by shoulder, and complete right from creating the cameras and lenses to the mics to the editing, to how this company is going to make us all very viral on the internet, which they promised to do. So how they have networked overnight, and believe me, I mean, these guys have literally shared, 3 a.m. calls with me to get to what we are doing today. So yes, Lumen Mentors, everybody, an event management company started by Siddharth and Ayush, who have been pioneering into the field of entrepreneurship, and they all have come together to honor you, Arun, today with a memento, a token of love from their side. So Lumen Mentors,
sweet.
guys.
Thank you. This is so sweet and so touching. Thank you, my friend. And thank you, all of you. All the best to you. I'm sure you'll do very, very well. And thank you for having me.
Welcome to Odyssey of Entrepreneurs, CEO, AT&T Networks India Private Limited. Am I saying right? Can we start again, please? Start ho gaya?